Hello and welcome to DAP Training. You are watching the last workshop through which we have decided to address the bullying phenomenon through dance activities and body expression. This workshop is split in two parts. One that aims to make the participants experience the four roles of a bullying situation: aggressor, targeted person, passive observer, and active observer. During this part, each participant should physically put themselves in these four characters and let go of their emotions in order to experience the emotions that each character might feel whilst in a bullying situation. The last part aims to completely change the energy of the group by putting everyone together at their ease as a group, supporting and taking care of each individual.
The facilitator should invite everyone in a circle in which each participant should share their observations about the period of time between the last workshop and the present one and their expectations about the new one. Youth workers should share as well the way they applied their acquired knowledge of the previous workshop in their personal life and in their work with their target group or in other contexts of their professional life. During this activity, each participant should experience the four roles: bully, bullied, passive observer, and active observer. The facilitator should invite all the participants to spend 2 minutes in finding a position or a few moments connected to the aggressor role. Now, they should invite the participants to split into smaller groups of 4 people. In each group, there will be 4 characters representing a bullying situation. The 4 participants should start by choosing the physical places of each one of the 4 roles, and they should stand on their feet, looking at each other. The scene will last 1 minute and 30 seconds, and after each scene, the participants will exchange their role by exchanging their place as well in a round system that should go clockwise. Movement description of each role. Movement of the bully role. Each participant should choose and incorporate aggressive movements or positions addressed to the targeted person. They could either hold intimidating positions or dance intimidating movements experienced during the 4th workshop without touching any of the other participants for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And they should interpret their role staying around that space that is reserved for the aggressor role, and they can move 1 or 2 feet away whilst dancing and come back into their starting position as they go through their movements in order to keep their place. Movement of the bullied role. Each participant should look at the eyes of the bully and slowly go down onto the floor by deflating their body, receiving the bully's energy, shaping the crouch position with the intention of making their body the smallest possible. And this process should last for 1 minute. After 1 minute, at the facilitator's signal, the active observer will come and help them. Movement of the active observer. Each participant should watch for 1 minute the aggression, and at the facilitator's signal, after exactly 1 minute, they should go towards the victim and help them by taking them under the armpits, possibly with a hug, and help them up into a standing position, giving their support. Movement of the passive observer. Each participant should stand in their position and look at the situation with no physical reaction, although they observe and pay attention to their thoughts and body intention or behavioural intention. At the end of the 1 minute and a half, the 4 characters should take a moment, shut their eyes and analyse their feelings. they need to write on paper some key words in order to remember their feelings during the debriefing time. When ready, at the leader's signal, they should swap roles by changing their positions, following the circle clockwise, and repeat the experience. When the 4 roles have been experienced by everybody and the participants have written their last key words, the leader should lead a moment of discussion. The facilitator should invite a group 1, of 4 people to stand in the middle of the room. Each of the 4 people should interpret a role: the bully, the bullied, the passive observer and the active observer, and express it through their body position, as if they were sculptures. The 4 participants will form a big sculpture representing a situation of bullying, and they should keep their position. The facilitator should now split the rest of the participants in 2 groups, Group 2 and Group 3, and should invite both groups to go around the sculpture, observe it, and reflect on how they could change the situation they are looking at. Now Group 1 should take a break from their positions, bearing them in mind, and Group 2 and 3 should be given 5 minutes to discuss within their group a strategy for resolving that bullying situation. The facilitator should now ask Group 1 to resume their positions, and Group 2 to reshape each sculpture step by step to signify the process Group 1 will need to get out of that bullying situation, following the strategy Group 2 has conceived. When they're done, they should explain their strategy, and all the participants could interact with them, asking questions or commenting. Now it's time for Group 1 to resume their positions again, and the whole process will be repeated with Group 3. The facilitator should keep reminding the participants to relate the sculptures to a real-life situation and thus seek resolution, which they might use as a strategy the next time they witness or experience such a situation. The facilitator should now ask the group to split into 2 groups. Within each group, the participants should now work together to create a choreography representing a message they want to give in order to participate in the campaign against bullying. The facilitator should leave each group free to organize themselves as they wish. If the participants need help, the facilitator should guide them in order to find their own solutions. They should have 30 minutes to create a choreography. There is no particular timing for the duration of the choreography. When ready, each group should show their choreography to the others.
Thank you very much for watching this video, which is the last one of this series. If you are interested in our methodology and you want to help us to reach far more people, do not hesitate to share these videos and our website to help us disseminate Dance Against Bullying project. You can also watch our interviews by clicking on the link in the description, where you will watch testimonials of our participants all over Europe. Thank you very much.